Hey guys, today I'm here to talk to you about cystic acne and my experience with it. Now, I need to put a disclaimer out there right now. I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not a skincare professional. This is just my own personal experience with cystic acne and how I was able to get rid of it. So let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, what exactly is cystic acne? It's basically when acne forms in the way of cysts deep under the skin. It's deep within the skin. It's not like a surface type of acne, and usually they do not come to a head. It's just in the form of painful, deep, large bumps under the skin, and it can be extremely painful. It's very uncomfortable. It's very hard to get rid of if you don't know what the cause is. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you maybe find the cause if you're experiencing and having to go through the battle of cystic acne like I did. Well, I started getting cystic acne when I was about 15, and it lasted through until I was about 25. And all during that time, everyone kept telling me, oh, it's just hormones, it'll go away, you know, once you get into adult age. And, you know, after I hit 20, I was like, this isn't going away. So I started seeing a dermatologist, and I saw her for a few years, and she prescribed me expensive creams and pills, and I was on antibiotics. She put me on this one antibiotic that lasted for over a year straight, and yeah, I didn't break out during that time very much, or as much as I was without taking that. But it wasn't like actually fixing the problem within me, and the problem was within me. It was, my cystic acne was coming from the inside, and that was quite clear to me. So I knew that I needed to fix that, and so each time I would go to my dermatologist appointment, I would ask her, you know, questions about maybe what is the actual cause, you know, where is this coming from, because I know it's coming from the inside. And I asked her specifically one time, could this be something that's in my diet causing this? And she said no. And so I thought, you know, no, I did not accept that as an answer. So I quit going to her, and I quit taking the pills and the expensive creams and prescriptions, and I got off that entirely. I didn't go to another dermatologist again. I wanted to figure it out on my own. So I decided to start looking into my diet and figuring out maybe it was something I was eating, and that's when I realized that dairy was the cause of it. And there's a few other items in there as well, but dairy was my main cause. I found I was hypersensitive to it. Even just having things like a soup or something that has cream or butter in it, that caused, you know, severe breakouts in me. So once I found out that that was the source, I was able to kind of pinpoint that and start avoiding those and eliminating those trigger foods from my diet. So some of the other trigger foods that you might find, I made a little list here, because I wanted to make sure I didn't forget to mention anything to you guys. So number one for me is dairy. I have to avoid dairy at all costs. Now it does slip in there sometimes still, like I had croutons on a salad one time, and it, like, not too long ago, it was like a couple months ago, and I didn't realize they had butter on the croutons, and I broke out in, well, quite a severe cystic acne breakout on my cheek. So I wanted to show you the before picture of this, and then after, which it took about a month to really clear and go away. So here we go, and I do apologize if this is graphic, but I wanted to just share the reality of cystic acne. So it just depends on how hypersensitive you are, but I'm super sensitive to dairy. Another one is gluten or wheat products, like, you know, pastas, breads, things like that. I don't eat any of that. Sugar is another one, but sugar, I can always tell the difference between a sugar breakout and say a dairy breakout. Dairy is when I get, you know, the real deep, painful cystic acne bumps, and sugar is more like, it's what causes a lot of the redness and little irritations. So it causes more of the inflammation and redness, the sugar. Also, certain nuts. I know for a fact that I can't have peanuts, and there are some other nuts. I'm kind of afraid to eat any nuts in general. Something else is, if you aren't sure what is causing your breakouts, you might want to go ahead and keep a food journal for a while and list all the foods that you eat during the day, and also make notes on what days you're breaking out and the severity of your breakout. So eating clean for clear skin, I've got my do's and my don'ts, and this is just my own personal list, so I'm just going to share it with you guys. So my don'ts: dairy, of course, soda. I do not drink soda anymore, and that was something that I was highly addicted to, was Coca-Cola. I found some replacement items, and I will drink like a mineral water if I want that fizzy kind of carbonation, and I'll mix that with like pomegranate juice. That's one of my favorite things to help me stay away from soda. Otherwise, when I was trying to cut down on the soda originally, I was only having one once a week, and just that once a week, like one little can of Coke, would, you know, I could start seeing the redness and the little tiny bumps come up. Along with my other don'ts is pastas, gluten, breads, wheat, I mentioned that already. Limit refined sugar in general. Any type of refined sugar, cookies, you know, sweets, that kind of thing. Fast food, I don't eat any fast food. I do not go to fast food places at all. Junk food, so that basically, you know, is a wide spectrum. Chocolate, I do love my C's chocolates, but I cut back on those quite a bit too. So chocolate, usually I like the milk chocolate. Of course, that's got a little dairy in it, so that makes me break out pretty bad, so I can't have that anymore. And butter, cream, of course that fits into the dairy products category, but I wanted to mention that separately because there are dairy products that sometimes you don't always think of. Like, you know, I had soup and it had cream in it, and I broke out really bad from that, not even realizing I was feeding myself dairy, and I was therefore feeding my cystic acne. So you don't want to feed your breakouts, right? So try to change those foods, eliminate those from your diet. Now my do's for getting clear skin, because I've had to go through this several times. Each time I've broken out, I need to kind of refocus, and I'm not perfect. Of course, no one is, but this is something I work at continuously, is having a clean diet to obtain clear skin. So my do's are: eat a colorful diet, rich in fresh fruits and vegetables. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables every day. I like to have a salad at least once a day. I drink a lot of water, about 3 liters of water, which is, in fact I have one right now. This is 1.5 liters right here, so I drink 2 of those at least during the day. And let's see, I do eat oatmeal, so that's kind of like my grain. Otherwise, you know, I avoid wheat products. Juicing, we have a Jack LaLanne juicer, so we do a lot of juicing now. And you can do like green juices too, like rich, like dark leafy greens. You can do all kinds of juices. And it's so much cheaper than like going to Whole Foods. I used to go to Whole Foods and buy their juice, but it's like $5 for a little tiny 12-ounce cup. So we just finally bought our own juicer. I like stir fry a lot, steamed veggies. Now I do like Mexican food, and I don't deprive myself. I just kind of tweak it a little. Like I won't have cheese on my Mexican food. And instead of milk, I'll have like almond milk or soy milk instead of like regular milk. And yogurts too. I like soy yogurts. This just happens to be what I go back to every time. Like, even though I go and I test out all this stuff, I always return to Bojia because this is what keeps my skin clear. So this is the Bojia Detoxifying Black Cleanser. This is the Bojia Clear Complexion Cleanser, which I just kind of trade off on these. Like, this one was almost gone, so I just happened to purchase this one. So either one of those, they're both good for me. And then this toner, this is the Clear Complexion Toner. I use this daily. All these products I'm showing you right now, I use on a daily basis, morning and night. This is the Bojia Clear Complexion Treatment, and that has like willow bark, and you know, it's basically supposed to help with oil control and balancing the skin. All of these products are meant to help balance your skin. They're very gentle, and that's my key, is avoiding any harsh, irritating ingredients in your skincare and going with non-drying, very gentle skincare that's very basic. So this little treatment here, I usually use that, like it doubles as my moisturizer, so like my treatment serum and moisturizer, kind of 2-in-1 there. But sometimes I will use this if I feel like I need a little extra moisture, and this is their Revitalizing Black Hydration Gel. So that's my basic skincare go-to no matter what. And in fact, if you were to watch my old Holy Grail skincare products video, all those products, Bojia was back in that video too. So that's just what I always return to when I need to get my skin back on track. But these are some that I continuously go back to that I really enjoy using. So this is the Philosophy Micro Delivery Peel, and this is the vitamin C peptide crystals. And so you apply those first, and then you apply this over it. This is activating gel with lactic and salicylic acid. And so that kind of bubbles up and you exfoliate, wash it clean, and your skin is like amazingly clean and smooth, like smoother than I've ever experienced in my life. So those are definitely like a great exfoliator that I would recommend. And then for masks, in fact I just filmed my video yesterday with my favorite mask, and my favorite mask is this Moroccan red clay powder, and it's just a powder, and in fact I'll link that video below too for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. So it's just a clay powder. And you can mix it with water, but in that video, as I showed my little recipe, which I used my Thayer's Rose Petal Toner with witch hazel, and then a couple drops of my Desert Essence tea tree oil. So that is my favorite mask, and it's all natural, so I do like that, and it's alcohol-free. So this is an alcohol-free toner, and as well as the Bojia toner. Those are actually all of Bojia, that's all alcohol-free. So that's could be why it works so well with my skin. I know that sometimes if I have any like little irritations aside from, you know, the skincare I already mentioned, I do like to take a little bit of tea tree oil and I'll mix it with a toner, any toner, whether it's this one or my Bojia one, and I'll take that on a cotton pad and I will apply that directly to my blemish or, you know, whatever skin irritation I'm having. And that really helps without over drying the skin. As for skincare tools, I do use my Clarisonic Mia. I've had this for a couple years now, and it's been well worth the money. I know they're a little expensive. I got this at Sephora, but I believe it was one of the friends and family sales, so it was 20% off. That's what whenever I'm about to buy like a, you know, an expensive tool or something from them, I always wait until they're having one of their friends and family sale, so you can save that extra money. Also, I use the PMD Personal Microdermabrasion tool, and this you guys had asked me about. Actually, I get several questions about it still because I showed this in my Holy Grail skincare products video that I shot back in February. This is still one of my Holy Grail skincare products. It has a little kind of, microdermabrasion head there, so kind of an abrasive head, and then you plug it in and it has a little suction and you just, you know, pull your skin taut and go up in sections. And this is still one of my all-time favorite skincare tools. I use this religiously every Thursday night. But again, with that said, these are not going to cure cystic acne. That comes from the inside out, and no topical item or product or tool is going to cure cystic acne from the outside. You've got to get it from the inside, the root of it. So I think that's basically everything. I hope that someone out there finds this video helpful, and I hope that, you know, maybe my experiences can help save you guys from battling cystic acne for years like I had to do when no one really had the answers for me, and I had to go find the answers myself on how to you know, get rid of it. The next video that I'm going to be doing in my skincare series is going to be on acne scars, which is something that I'm currently working on because I do still have a lot of acne marks from all those years of having to deal with the cystic acne. So that's a project, that's like a work in process right now. So I'm still going to be experimenting with oils and things that I'm using right now, and I won't say anything more about that until I actually put that video up and share any information I've found about helping acne scars. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.